WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and Baltimore Positive. We got a really positive story here from one of our sponsors and friends. Everyone knows that I drink my RoFo coffee out of my Cole Roofing mug. I got to get like a real Royal Farms mug, not the plastic one, but like the ceramic one. But I do have my Chicken Palooza shirt. It is the 19 shirt. We're going to 20. And our friends at Royal Farms have been doing some amazing stuff in the middle of this pandemic. We talk about essential services, and I haven't gotten a lot of gas lately at RoFo because I haven't been doing a lot of driving, but we have loaded up on some fried chicken about a week ago, as well as some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Shelby Kemp is the project manager on the marketing side for all things RoFo and Royal Farms. I get these press releases, Shelby. You guys did tons of food like 2 weeks ago. And then this week, it was something really special to my wife. My wife found out about it. She's like, we should sit in our den and do like a whole thing for nurses. My wife's a 2-time leukemia survivor. Nurses are very, very special to us, and I know you guys are offering free chicken sandwiches to nurses on Monday and Tuesday, and I said, I got to get Shelby on here. When I reached to you last week, you're like, we're like delivering stuff all weekend, and I'm like, I want you to tell me about your weekend. So first things first, thanks for the sponsorship at Royal Farms. Keeps us together. We're always proud of what you guys do, and there's one 2 blocks that way and 6 blocks that way, and I've even got Cross Street down so I can get my fried chicken down at the RoFo on Cross Street. So it's great to have you on. I'm thinking you're probably worn out this week because the last couple of weeks, you guys have been at it pretty good here locally trying to pitch in, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Nestor, for having us on today. So, on May 1st, we donated a truck full of food. It was about 10 tons, food and beverages, to the Maryland Food Bank. And it went really well. It was really positively received. And we really felt great doing it amidst this pandemic when so many people are in need. So we said, why don't we do this in every state in which we operate? So, on Friday the 8th, we donated to the Delaware Food Bank. Tomorrow, on Tuesday the 12th, we're going to be donating to the New Jersey Food Bank, and then later this week we'll be doing one to the Pennsylvania Food Bank, and then again to the Virginia Food Bank. So we'll be covering all the 5 states in which we operate in. We'll be doing that food bank donation of 10 tons of food and beverage. So, and then the nurses, so May 6th through May 12th is National Nurses Week. And nurses are always hardworking, but especially during this pandemic, they're really, putting forth a lot. So we wanted to find a way to give back to them. We thought a great way to do that would be to give away a free pulled chicken sandwich on May 11th and May 12th. All the nurses need to do is show their ID at the register, and they'll get that free pulled chicken sandwich. We have some new flavors, the Tennessee Smoke and the Carolina Barbecue.
Whoa. I don't know. Nobody told me about this. Hold on. We got new flavors. What?
Yep. Yeah. So on May 1st is our new promotional period. So we launched a couple of new flavors. They're only available on our pulled chicken sandwich. So you'll definitely... We'll hook you up with some coupons, and you can try them for free.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a picture of me wearing the with my pajamas when I was a little boy. My first Royal Farms experience. I was telling my wife about this, and I always tell Frank Schilling, Ed, I tell everybody about this. That in 1976, my grandmom passed, and the funeral was on Mesa Avenue at Connolly Funeral Home. Still there. It's where my mom 2.5 years ago we lost my mom. So all these years, Terry and the folks over there, good Essex folks, and there was a Royal Farms store, the only one I knew of, in the 1970s, and they had special ices and they had special cups, and the cups were baseball helmets, and I was a baseball nut. And unlike Memorial Stadium where they only had Orioles hats, the Royal Farms on Mesa Avenue in Essex had all of the hats. And my dad went down, got to know the manager, and the next thing you know, I had all of the hats. And when I was a little boy, 8 years old, I took a picture. I was so proud of all of my hats that I had all of my... I didn't eat like 30 slushies, I just got the cups. But I've been a Royal Farms guy forever, and for 20 years you guys have been at it with us. And I feel really cool about this Maryland Food Bank thing because I wanted to get Cal Ripken on last month. And he was tweeting about watching the 21-31 game, right? And I saw that, and I reached to John Maroon, and John said, I'll get you, Cal, no problem. And Cal came on, and then John called. He said, Cal had a good time. We're doing this thing for the Maryland Food Bank. Will you have Carmen Del Guecho on from the Maryland Food Bank? I'm like, sure, I'll have him on. Then he came on, and he said, hey, we need food. You know, it's more important now than ever. And I told the story about my dad standing in soup lines in Scranton in 1929 without food, and we talked about the food bank and this, you know, food insecurity at this point for so many people living paycheck to paycheck, and we have unemployment now unlike ever before. And then the next thing I know, like 4 days later, the press release comes from Royal Farms. You're giving food to the food bank. So I'm like, you know, this is kind of cool. This is sort of the Baltimore positive thing we're talking about here, that everybody's in it together. And you guys do operate. I was shocked. 226 stores when I saw that. I don't think of you like that, and I gas up, and I really know where every RoFo is, sort of inside the Beltway, because we've done business for so long, and I take pictures of me eating chicken and rainbows and various things that happen, and gassing up when I'm in. My wife says I like to run around and live dangerously. I like to figure out how close I can get to empty, and then GPS locate the nearest RoFo with a gas station. So the one on Joppa Road has saved me. The one off of Keswick, that one has really saved me a few times trying to get home. So, I'm that guy with RoFo, but you guys have been very, very generous in doing this. And I think the nurses thing really struck a chord with us, because it was Nurses Week, and we're hearing all this different stuff going on with nurses. And I can only imagine how many nurses stop on their way to and from work to get coffee, to get chicken, to gas up, to do whatever they're doing. And I feel like I see people in their scrubs all the time in RoFo, right? It is that spot that you sort of stop by that I think it's really a cool thing what you guys have done this week.
Oh, great. Well, thank you. Yeah, we're happy to do it. And you know, that's the reason why we're open, is to be there for those people who need it. So all the nurses and the doctors, and you know, we're happy to do it.
Well, I'm just saying the gas prices have gone down. I just want to thank everybody at RoFo for that.
Yeah.
Well, anything else on the? I mean, I know we're doing like chicken deals, and is Chicken Palooza going to happen this summer? I just need to know ahead of time. Am I going to get a 2020 shirt? Or what color are the shirts this year? We have blue, we got green. What color are you going to give me this year?
So they're not color. We're not really focusing. Every year is going to be a new theme. So we haven't released the theme for this year, but we do. The shirts are already in production and everything like that. So
can I get it first, or at least early? You know, can I preview it? I would like to do that.
Yes, definitely.
Because I get a lot of heat when I wear it, because it is a fun shirt. You know, it does show up on the video as fun, and it has the chicken in the middle. And we love your fried chicken, and we love all that you do for us, as well as the Maryland Food Bank, as well as the Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware, all that stuff in D.C. And we'll continue to keep people informed with stuff. And as I always say, just let me know when the eggnog arrives, because I'm an eggnog guy. I always need to know that right around October when we get eggnog, and let me know about that. But we'll be getting some fried chicken as well as some Western fries, and let everybody know all the good stuff you guys are doing to be good community partners. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate you guys too.
Shelby Kemp joining us here. She's the project manager at RoFo. I got to get me. Do you guys have ceramic cups or just the plastic ones? Because I got to get some new wear around here. When I get the new Chicken Palooza shirt, I need to get a ceramic RoFo cup.
Yeah, so we have they're tumblers. They're like stainless steel. So we have those now. We actually donated a bunch of them to Johns Hopkins.
Can I put them in the dishwasher or no?
I don't believe
I just need to know ahead of time. That's all. I don't want to wreck it. That's all. You know.
Yeah, they're hand washed.
Right.
But they're very easy to clean.
These hands can wash. I wash these hands 20 seconds at a time all day because the CDC tells me to do so. So, Shelby, I appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves over there in beautiful Hamden. We will see you guys again soon. Elbow bump, 6.5 feet. And thanks to Frank, Ed, yourself, the whole Kemp family, everybody for what you guys do for us. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Nestor.
You got it. Monday and Tuesday, nurses, pick up your free chicken sandwiches, pulled chicken with new flavors. I'm digging it. They're always looking ahead. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Been with us for 20 years. Fried chicken and Western fries and little baseball caps. And I promise I'll find that picture and I'll share it this week because we're all sharing our high school pictures. If I took my hat off, you'd see I have my 1985 hair back. I have my Hammerjacks hair coming in. I need an essential haircut sometime soon for sure. We're sharing videos. We're saluting nurses. My wife and I, to honor Royal Farms as well as the nurses, we did a 7 o'clock applause at our window on Friday night. We shared that on Facebook Live. Jen and I are going to be doing a special Facebook Live here. We might even have some RoFo chicken. I don't know. I can't touch anything when I'm eating chicken now. I'm not going to be the dude eating RoFo chicken with a fork and a knife. I'm not going to be that proper here on Saturday, but it is Preakness Day. We're going to get dressed up, and we're going to talk about rock and roll because that's what we got. I'm doing 32 albums because there's 31 days in the month of May, and then the election's June 2nd, so I'm offering a special album on June 1st as well for our city. So there you have it. Rock and roll on Saturday in lieu of Preakness, and I'm going to have Bill Cole, former city councilman Bill Cole, on to talk about the Preakness in the future in Old Hilltop. We'll be doing that. You're going to hear from every mayor candidate this week at length. You're also going to be hearing from university presidents. Had an unbelievable conversation with Dr. David Wilson at Morgan State that I want you to hear, as well as Dr. Kim Schatzel from Towson and Dr. Freeman Rabowski at UMBC and Dr. Jay Pearman, who's a medical doctor as well. We talk coronavirus. He runs the UMS university system. So all of those conversations this week, mayor candidates, as well as our friends at RoFo, Luke talking some rock and roll and some Jordan. We're staying calm. Staying local. I am Nestor. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Facebook Live with my wife on Saturday. We are WNST.net, AM 1570, and stay in Baltimore positive.